Are we sure Candyman's not a Cenobite? He's feeling very sights to show you.
Be my victim.
Hey there everyone!
Hello.
This is Grave Cinema here again, bringing you another reaction review video.
No, we're not pod people, we swear.
We swear. Alright, so, do you know what we're doing? Of course you don't know what we're doing, because I never really tell you what we're doing.
It doesn't. Sometimes I know, but
Sometimes.
very rarely.
Yeah, mostly it's horror themed, you know, but occasionally it's...
Or if it was put out by Chaos.
It could be a patron pick or something, you know, but this one's not a pick by a patron or a vote pick, this is me pick. I'm picking this one.
Okay?
Yes. And as usual, it's one I've seen before.
But I have not.
Roommate here, she has not. She's never seen this movie, so this will be a first time watch for her. Okay? And the movie we will be watching will be...
Oh, finally!
Candyman!
So we actually have the poster for this on the wall up in our stairwell, and I've been staring at it for months, and I wondered...
Well, that's because when I got the 4K, it came with the poster. Or the poster came with it.
I'm not surprised at horror posters or movie posters that just show up in our house at this point. I'm just wondering when I'm going to see them.
Yeah, it's a Shout Factory release, and there was a sale recently. I'm like, ooh, yay, and I got this, and the poster came with. So that was fun. So, what do you know about Candyman?
Absolutely nothing, except that you say his name 5 times. I remember in 8th grade, the power went out in my school, and the water main broke. And some girl was saying Candyman and Bloody Mary in the bathroom in the dark to freak other people out.
And then somebody in the far corner was saying Beetlejuice so they could all come together and fight it out.
No, but that would have been brilliant. That would have been great.
So that's all you know about Candyman. Didn't know anything else about the movie at all?
Does it have something to do with candy? I know it has something to do with bees, because there's a bee on the poster. There is
a bee on the cover here. This movie was released in, I think it was 1992, and we'll be watching the unrated version. Yeah.
Because why would we not?
That means there's more fun stuff in it.
Like titties?
Or gore.
Or gore.
Could be titties, some gore, you know, the stuff the MPAA does not want us to see. Fuckers.
Every time it says unrated, I automatically assume it's rated X, so...
Yeah, it's the good cut, basically. The fun stuff. Alright, so, you ready for Candyman?
I guess so. It'd be nice if an actual Candyman showed up.
The Candyman.
Did you know that the Candyman was also the name for a drug dealer? And that's why in Sweet Transvestite...
I do believe I know that,
you
yeah.
Were the Candyman.
He thought you were the Candyman, yes, in Rocky Horror.
It meant
yeah, that line.
He was waiting for the drug dealer, so...
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's the other thing I know about Candyman.
Willy Wonka is a drug dealer. It's been confirmed. He's a drug dealer.
Sugar.
Snozberries taste like snozberries, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right, you ready? Mm-hmm. All right. Enjoy your protein shake. We just got back from the gym. So.
I did. Now I got the munchies, so I'm trying to be good and do something healthy.
Very good. All right, here we go. Candyman.
To the thing.
So, Candyman's a universal monster. Nice.
Okay.
Candyman. Tony Todd.
Why do I know that name?
You've seen him in other things. Hatchet, too.
He was the voodoo guy.
Yes.
Clive Barker.
Yes, he produces. I believe this is one of his stories. Yep, it's based on Forbidden by Clive Barker.
They will say that I have shed innocent blood. What's blood for? If not for shedding.
Not the bees.
That's a lot of fucking bees.
I came for you.
She reminds me of Scarlett Johansson.
This is the scariest story.
It's Virginia Madsen. She also has a very Scully look about her, I feel.
Happened a few years ago. She always kind of had the hots for Billy because he was like a bad boy. So anyway, she decides that tonight's the night that she's...
It's Ted Raimi. Jocks with the Mighty.
Have you ever heard of Candyman?
No.
If you look in the mirror and you say his name 5 times, he'll appear behind you, breathing down your neck.
So Billy began. He looked in the mirror and he said,
Candyman. Candyman.
No one ever got past 4. Go downstairs. I have a surprise for you.
But she said his name the last time.
Candyman.
What he saw turned his hair white from shock. Soon after, he went crazy. My roommate's boyfriend knows him.
So, what's the deal? You guys doing a page on serial killers or something?
Something like that.
There are no alligators in the sewers.
My sister thought there were.
It's round the campus.
Oh, the dashing professor.
A lovely wife.
Hello?
Stacy?
Hi. Hello? See ya.
Think the professor's cheating?
Maybe she thinks
You
that.
want to tell me about this girl? She could barely look me in the eyes, Trevor, and I swear she was blushing.
She's madly in love with me. It was bursting adolescent hormones. You don't really think.
No, of course not. You promised you wouldn't do the urban legends lecture until next semester.
Honey, you're my wife and I love you dearly, but you can't expect me to hold up their education while the two of you complete your thesis.
Candyman, huh?
Yes, have you heard of him?
Mm-hmm. You doing a study on it? Everybody's scared of him once it get dark. Tell her what you told me about the Candyman.
And she said there's somebody coming through the walls. And they didn't believe her. But when they finally got there, she was dead. She was killed with a hook.
How do you know?
It's true.
Because that's what happened.
Yes. Candyman killed her.
Do you hope they get to why he's called Candyman?
Well, obviously, he's a drug dealer, as we've discussed. It's got a great theme, too.
My apartment was built as a housing project. Now take a look at this. They covered the cinder block in plaster, and they sold the lot off as condos. Now wait till you see this. Killer, or killers, they don't know which, smashed their way through the back of this cabinet. There's only a medicine chest separating us from the other apartment.
I would not be okay with that.
That is amazing.
I would be breaking that up behind that. Okay.
Candyman, 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 Candyman.
Say it, say it.
Candyman.
Oh, you chicken! You better say I'm sorry.
Why is she alone?
Because it's later that night. Time for bed.
But she's married.
He's working late. Probably with Stacy.
Don't expect the person I'm in love with to dive on me like that in the middle of the... Yeah, I'd kick his ass. I don't care if you're married to him, kick his ass. Especially because he's probably stripping the student. Pepper spray.
Taser.
Taser.
You're the one who got us dressed up like cops.
I just said dress conservatively.
Hey, the gangs hold this whole neighborhood hostage.
An entire community starts attributing the daily horrors of their lives to a mythical figure.
Is there only one Candyman movie?
2 sequels and 1 legacy sequel, as far as I'm aware.
There's
I've only
a
seen this one.
legacy sequel.
Just a sequel to the first film.
Oh.
You want to wait here for me?
No.
Because you're white and you'll get
Let's
shot.
go. Unlock the car.
They're all like, what are these? What? What?
Just going inside.
Hey, come up in here.
Excuse me, y'all can come up
What
in
are you
here.
looking for?
Just going up to see a friend of ours.
So you're not the police?
It's okay. They think we're cops. They're not going to follow us.
I mean, in hindsight, dressing like cops might be an okay defense.
This.
Oh, this is great. Here it is. Don't go in there.
Is that Ruth's old apartment?
See, I was right. The layout is identical. What's the problem?
What? A woman died in there. Leave it.
Think so, yeah.
You don't even have a flashlight. It's all dark.
It's all right. There's nothing to see.
This is where you crawled through, right? Yeah. Well, we found you. Let's go.
Wait a second. Okay, hang on to this.
Let's go through.
I'm just gonna go through. Oh, come on. It's just a derelict apartment.
What if somebody's packing drugs in there?
There's nobody in there.
You don't even have a flashlight? I don't like it.
You don't?
No.
They're investigating the urban legend.
Yeah, I don't like it. The friend's about to get killed. Don't. Don't say the thing. Oh my god.
Damn it.
It's a mouth.
Befriends.
It's candy.
With razor blades in it.
Ew, don't eat that.
That's like the old razor blade in the apple on trick-or-treating.
Mm-hmm.
Bernadette! Sorry. I ran out of film. I've got to go back.
No way.
Hey, what y'all doing in there?
We're not cops. We're from the university.
You don't belong going through people's apartments and things.
She's
My name
right.
is Helen Lyle, and
So you say you're gonna study?
he's a beautiful little boy.
And he's all I got. You got kids?
No, but I'd love one.
No, you're never having one.
Everybody's scared. He could come right through these walls, you know. They ain't never gonna catch him.
I'm sure we're gonna have something for you in a week or so. It's just that we only went to Cabrini today.
Ah, Cabrini Green, Candyman country. I mean, you do know the story, don't you?
Laughing pompously. That's a subtitle, folks.
Then how are you going to bury me? The legend first appeared in 1890. Candyman was the son of a slave. He had a prodigious talent as an artist, as he was commissioned by a wealthy landowner to capture his daughter's virginal beauty. Of course, they fell deeply in love, and she became pregnant.
Virginal beauty.
Father executed a terrible revenge. They chased Candyman through the town to Cabrini Green, where they proceeded to saw off his right hand with a rusty blade. Dozens of hives filled with hungry bees. They smashed the hives and stole the honeycomb and smeared it over his prone, naked body. Candyman was stung to death by the bees.
Not the bees.
Burned his body on a giant pyre.
How do you get rid of a violent spirit when the body's already been burned? That's intriguing.
Woof woof.
Good dog.
What's your name?
Jake, I can't say nothing. But Candyman will get me.
You scared of him?
I ain't scared of nobody.
Except
But you're
Candyman.
crazy.
But I don't scare too easy either, Jake. Somebody building a bonfire?
Yeah, for the party. In there.
Candyman's in there?
I heard Charlie say so. A boy got killed there. She hears a boy screaming. There's a big tough guy. He only been in there 5 seconds. Come out of there, and his hair turned white. He's lying on the floor in a pool of blood, holding himself.
Did Candyman do this?
She's just taking a lot of pictures, ain't she?
Hello?
I don't know if that's for your thesis. Gotta record things somehow.
What a lovely shitter. Bees!
He's a little boy.
Candyman.
Oh god, don't hurt the little boy.
I'm from the University of Illinois.
Let me go!
I hear you looking for Candyman, bitch. Well, you found him.
That's the guy.
Number 5, step forward and say the line.
We hear you looking for Candyman, bitch.
Step back.
It's number 5.
Number 5.
Good work. Old Cabrini's locked down now. You're very lucky to be alive in this lot. Only reason why we didn't bring him in before because we couldn't find anyone to testify.
Get me.
Candyman isn't real. He's just a story. Bad man took his name so he could scare us. But now that he's locked up, everything's gonna be okay.
Candyman ain't real.
Look here.
No, it's much better. Look, see, it's much better today.
Yeah, that's great.
She's lucky she still has an eye.
You haven't eaten already, have you?
No, of course not.
I mean, it would add to her thesis if that supposedly was the actual person pretending to be Candyman, and then she helped put him away because she was attacked.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So you think that was the real Candyman?
No.
No.
That wasn't Tony Todd.
No, that wasn't Tony Todd.
And you said that was the bad guy, so...
Yeah, I know.
Now we wait to come, I'm sure.
The pictures. A friend of mine in the photography department managed to save most of them.
We're gonna be published.
All right, so I'll come over tomorrow at 9. We'll get started, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the bestie's about to die. Oh. He's walking too quietly.
He's a ninja.
Helen.
Helen.
Yes?
Helen.
Who is that?
I came for you.
Do I know you?
No, but you doubted me.
But I'm late.
Are we sure Candyman's not a Cenobite? He's feeling very sights to show you.
It's like he has her in a trance.
Be my victim.
Be my victim.
Be my victim.
He does make a very good villain.
He's got a presence. He's also very tall.
I mean, yes,
Yeah.
but...
I met him in person. He's a tall dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of the Monster Manias.
Of course.
Come with me.
No. No. Kill the baby?
It's the dog.
Doesn't matter, she's screaming for the baby. Don't touch the fucking cleaver! Oh my god.
Police, open up!
And now she's
Hold
gonna
him
be
right
mad.
Back away, now!
Well,
Be my victim. That doesn't make her look like a victim. That makes her look like a killer.
yeah, that went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Where's the baby?
Remove your sweater. Drop it and put it over me.
Frank.
Frank? Really?
Ms. Lyle, you're under arrest. Do you understand? She discovered her dog with its head cut off. She cried for assistance, at which point you attacked her with a meat cleaver.
Where's the baby?
I don't know.
What would be her reason for doing this, though?
Questions would you like to have counsel?
I'm sorry we can't take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Trevor, are you there? Pick up. Do you know what time it is?
3 a.m.
Out fucking the fucking... Either that or he's dead. I guess we'll find out, but I'm betting he's fucking the student.
There's the baby.
Suspect was released this morning after questioning, and I guess we'll just have to follow this one as it develops.
Now, they haven't charged you because they think they'll find the body, which means I'm afraid they're shooting for murder one, but I don't think they have a chance.
I blacked out. I mean, I don't know what happened. I just woke up in that place and there was blood everywhere. Where were you last night?
I was here. I was fast asleep. I thought you were with Bernadette.
Somebody in the reflection with her. The Candyman.
What game are you fucking playing, you dipshit? Oh, it's a bad time to feel like you. That was not cool, man.
Believe in me. Be my victim.
Be his victim?
I wouldn't say yes to being his victim. Who the fuck's gonna agree to that?
disbelief destroyed the faith of my congregation. Without them, I am nothing.
How very Freddy Krueger of you.
Your death will be a tale to frighten children. Come with me and be immortal.
Helen is burning.
Bernadette, go.
Helen.
Go.
Helen.
Get out. Get
out. Poor Bernadette.
I knew the best friend was gonna get it.
Trevor. Trevor.
Take it outside.
She wouldn't have any DNA evidence on her. They can't pin that on her.
Why do you want to live? Do you understand?
Why does she get a choice in being his victim, but Bernadette didn't?
Got a thing against her, I guess. Other people were just in the way. Maybe it's to punish her as well, in some way.
Don't let him kill the baby.
Oh, he's not standing by you.
You can't leave me here. No.
Allow me at least a kiss. Just one.
Bring me 1,000 mils.
Coochie.
Oh, he has honey on his finger.
Gotta
Not supposed
feed
to
the
give
baby.
Babies honey.
Dr. Burke?
Yes. Miss Lyle. I'm Dr. Burke.
Have I been committed?
It's a writ of detention from the state attorney's office. Now, for the past month.
Month?
Yes. You probably remember very little or nothing.
Been there for a freaking month.
Get me my attorney.
Baby. A month.
We have to assess your ability to stand trial.
Candyman's probably using his magic food to keep the baby alive. I would assume.
I would hope so.
Did the killer appear to you?
Not in your normal state, but you may be crazy and have some type of personality issue. They don't know. They're trying to figure that out.
I know one thing, that no part of me is capable of that.
I can prove it.
Huh?
I can call him Candyman.
One more. Candyman.
He's not gonna come when you call. He's not a dog.
Sure about that?
Oh yeah, because he appears behind you.
You're mine now.
Well, time to get the fuck out of there.
How did they not see her?
Guess they're not looking up.
Wouldn't you think the first thing they do would be look out the window? Steal her clothes, very smart. Why do I feel like she's still gonna get her husband cheating at some point?
Got some on the cheek there. There you go, girl.
Please be home, Trevor. Please be home.
Oh, he's home.
Doors open.
He's leaving you.
There's some painting going on. Guess nothing open to air it out.
Either that, or he's moved out and moved on, and that's the new tenant. It's been a month.
That's right. It has been a month.
That's the student.
Get out of my home.
What are you doing here?
Well, he moved on.
What's the matter, Trevor? Scared of something?
What were you gonna do, Trevor? Wait till I got out before you told me?
Well, I was never come here, didn't you? Call
She's a kid.
Charlie, you're all I have left. It's over.
All you have left is my desire for you.
Surprised pretentious guy hasn't made a reappearance.
I think maybe he was only there to give some backstory on the true history of Candyman.
I know, but I hate pretentious people. I kind of wanted him to get it.
Maybe he'll pop back up again. We don't know.
I don't think so. This isn't about him. It's about her and the baby and...
Yeah, very much so.
That looks a lot bigger than it did the first time.
Well, we gotta fit the camera through it.
Guess so. Jeez, look at all the candles. People have been busy. Wouldn't it be interesting if she was related to the original girl?
Oh, look, he's sleeping. Sounds like it.
Helen. You came to me.
As a child, we had a deal.
Surrender to me now, and he shall be unharmed.
She's gonna sacrifice herself.
We have a bargain. As for our deaths, there is nothing to fear.
Our?
Our crimes told and retold by our faithful believers.
Our.
Come with me and be immortal.
Real bees in his mouth.
Really? Also, I hope they weren't hurt. Honeybees are really quite friendly.
I couldn't do that roll.
No.
I'm allergic, unfortunately.
You're mine now.
No! You said you'd take the baby home! Oh, she said no. So he took the baby.
Well, the bees did freak her out a little bit there. Maybe you should have warned her. It was always you, Helen.
Reincarnation or descendant, do you think?
Probably a reincarnation. Or just one way or another. I think there's some connection here.
Helen, it was always you.
He's here.
No, 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 the baby is gonna, but it's a baby, you cannot. He wants her to burn. So he can be together with his love and her baby again.
I knew you'd come. We must be on our way now. We are already dead.
Candyman's burning. She's burning too.
But she can take that off. Her back might be blistered, but she might save that kid.
Back to me!
Man, her hair.
Save the kid.
I'm gonna try to take the kid. You probably could have gotten just her. You shouldn't have tried to take the kid.
Candyman burned.
Pretty sure she will die of those burns too.
Yeah, she did.
The Lord bless her and keep her.
Hey, pretentious guy.
Yep. took.
He finally believes she didn't do it.
In any case, he's haunted by the experience.
Yeah, I'm fine.
No, he is not fine.
I was gonna make us a nice dinner.
Nipples.
Whatever.
Finally getting tired of your grad student?
Nipples.
Serious nipples. You're gonna make a nice dinner out of what? Looks like that fridge is fucking empty. You're regretting cheating on your wife now, aren't you? It's not her fault you're a cheating bastard. Are you gonna say Helen's name 5 times now?
Oh, Helen.
Yeah, you are.
That's 4.
Helen.
That's 5.
She has his hook now.
Scared of something.
Trevor?
Don't hurt the poor grad student. She's just a fucking kid.
And credits roll. Looks like that's her now in the mural.
They worship her instead of him.
That's cool. Flames, hair.
Which goes well because she had that pretty blonde hair that was like gold. It's a really, really nice soundtrack.
Alright, so that was Candyman. What are our thoughts on this one?
I liked it a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah, it's a really good film, in my opinion, as well.
It gave me very Cenobite-esque feelings.
Which is not too surprising because it's a story from Clive Barker.
But it also gave me kind of Freddy vibes.
A little bit.
I am kind of surprised Wes Craven wasn't involved with this because you could almost taste him.
Yeah. Well, could have been a Craven influence with the story as well and the direction.
Definitely feels a Craven influence.
It's like an otherworldly
the lore.
Demon or some type of spirit. That
it's a
same
malevolent
vibe.
spirit is what it feels like to me. But I like the lore. They really actually got all of the backstory out. I love that. You know me, I'm big on backstory. But I also like who they got to play Candyman. He was the perfect villain.
Tony Todd is great.
I
He's
like
got
that
the
they
presence, the voice.
A copycat. And he gets caught. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, like some real life person using the legend to cover up his ill deeds.
I think the other thing I'm surprised about is that Candyman didn't come after the guy for trying to take his name. Unless he kind of used him to sort of perpetuate his
Perpetuate the
church.
fear in the church, because that's something he said. You made
Your
them forget
Majesty.
me. We must renew the congregation. Or that belief, which is similar to Freddy. Like, I need them to fear me, to believe in me. So it does have that similar vibe to that.
But I like how they tied it in at the end, that it was always that Helen. I wish they would, you know, have gone into she was the descendant, the baby, or
some type of reincarnation. One or the other. You can just take your pick on that one. But clearly there was some connection with her.
His definite biggest
him.
mistake was trying to kill the baby too, though.
Yeah.
He probably could have gotten her just as her if that baby hadn't have been there. But no. Had to be dumb, didn't we?
Yeah. And we saw all the bees in him and such. Like, he had
that was super cool.
Stipulation in his contract for every time he got stung, he got $1,000 at it. And I think he got like an extra $20-some thousand.
Well, yeah, because every time you get stung like that, your
Yeah.
body gets more sensitive to bee venom. So there's a chance that he could become anaphylactically.
Yeah, but he got paid extra for it, so.
I mean, yeah. And honeybees are known to be non-aggressive so long as you're gentle with them. The people at the bee shop at the fair, they used to like have people hold them on their hand and stuff, and they're super, super sweet. That's why whenever bees and stuff come into my shop up there, the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair is going on right now, and I own the hair braiding booth up there, and I have to deal with quite a few winged, stinged creatures. And for the honeybees, I always
Yellow
make
jackets
sure...
mostly I've seen there.
I always make sure people don't swat at those, and I get them out of the booth. But if it's a yellow jacket or a wasp, it is war.
Yeah.
And we are not taking prisoners, folks.
If you get some type of sweet or sugary drink, they're going to be...
You don't even need
right
that.
on,
I don't have those in my booth. We have water.
Yeah, but I've seen them especially at one of those.
Oh, yeah, the drink stands, the soda shops, they all have incense all the time to keep those motherfuckers away, because otherwise they are just covered in them. It's bad.
Yeah, but Pretentious Guy, you have him actually giving you the backstory on the actual Candyman. That's his purpose here.
I get it.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna literally make it in the subtitles, pretentious laughter, I feel like he should get it. That actor really reminded me.
He is familiar. He reminds me of Stephen Fry, even though I know he's not Stephen Fry.
Who's Stephen Fry?
He's a British actor.
Okay. Because he kind of reminds me of Gordon from Bones. And to a point, he reminds me of Wilson from Home Improvement. He's not Wilson.
That's because you're watching it again with me recently.
No, it's the way he talks.
He's much more British than Wilson is.
Yes, he is. But Gordon was British in Bones. He was a psychiatrist who went to talk to Booth after Booth shot a clown. It was a fake clown on an ice cream truck. But anyway, I like the lore here.
Mm-hmm.
I like that they did have the backstory.
Yes, and the musical theme is also very well done as well.
Yes, this soundtrack has got to be one of my favorites that we've watched. That was so pretty. Horror films shouldn't be pretty like that.
That's the thing about Clive Barker. There's a certain poetry and beauty.
There was a certain poetry and beauty with Hellraiser too.
Mm-hmm.
The Hellraiser had a lot more gore to it, which is why it wasn't as
you weren't as
pretty,
enamored
why I
with
wasn't
it.
As enamored with
Unlike
it.
me.
Well, yeah, you're in love with that movie. That is your opinion of the best horror film of all time.
Yeah.
But I liked how this was. It's like you said, it flows. It's got that prettiness, that elegance to it.
It's like poetic in a certain way.
It is poetic, yes. Yeah. I also liked the cheating husband got it in the end.
He did.
I also liked that the student did not.
Well, she's going to wind up probably like Helen in a mental ward because she was found with him the way she was found. Because she was blacked out during those killings. So we actually don't really know if it was her being forced by the Candyman or it's just the Candyman himself. It's a bit vague on that and a bit open-ended on that. But probably it's going to be some relation to the student at the end there since nobody else was there when he got
She was holding a knife.
killed. Yep.
But the thing is, though, they can easily clear her because the only blood on the knife's going to be hers from when she cut her finger. Forensics will clear that in no time.
Mm-hmm.
And she can just say somebody came through the mirror from the other side, which is a vacant apartment, since apparently you can crawl through the bathrooms of those I fucking hate that. Who thought that was a good idea? What a dumb fucking idea for a housing.
Somebody saving a buck?
No.
Yeah.
Terrible idea. That's how you get break-ins. That's how you get people killing each other and getting away with it. No. Fucking horrible plan. I would not be okay with it, and that would be getting bricked up, and I would be having just an external mirror. No. I am sad the best friend got it.
Yeah, she was our real victim here. She had nothing to do with anything, and just wrong place, wrong time.
Well, if you heard your friend moaning like they were dying in the house after being accused of something you didn't think they did, wouldn't you go check it out?
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
If the door was unlocked, I probably would have too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's when you're like, oh wait, she did see Candyman, so it was him doing the killing, so not really Helen. Yeah.
Yep, she saw him. But all in all, it's not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I was expecting a lot more jump scares, a lot more death and gore, and a lot more people saying his name to get him to come. But it makes sense that he didn't kill her right away, considering she was the whatever related to the original woman.
Mm-hmm. Supposedly,
So
that's
she
what
was,
they're inferring there
in
at the end
fact,
of it.
special. Which makes sense as to be why she's the only one he didn't immediately go for.
And he needed her to believe in him. Because he had a personal thing there, too.
He did.
Because she was out to disprove his existence. It's like, you ain't doing that. No, 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 no.
There will be none of that in this house.
And now I have to punish you for that, in a way.
Well, I mean, to him, I think he put it out as a punishment, but it was a little bit more of a... He was trying to get her to have an emotional connection to him. Even though he did it by driving her crazy, it gave her an emotional connection to him.
Yeah.
Which is what he was looking for, considering he was madly in love with her former self. To the point where he got her pregnant. It makes me wonder what happened to his kid all those years ago, and whether or not she
Don't know. Maybe it's something that comes up in the sequels or so.
I mean, it would be cool to see like a prequel, sequel, like a beginning of Candyman. Just to see what happened way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, this was unexpected and much better than I thought.
Yeah, I'd put it in like one of the top 10 movies of the 90s when it comes to horror movies, definitely.
Definitely. Silence of the Lambs is still above it, but I have a preference.
Well, Silence of the Lambs won fucking Best Picture, as well as the Grand Slam of Oscars, basically, so it's gonna be above quite a few things.
It is definitely up there with good horror from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually getting to a point where I have an opinion of what is good horror. What has become of me? Anyway.
You have opinions because you now have experience.
I do. I liked this, though.
I did, too.
I think it didn't overdo the gore. It had a good story. It had a good backstory. It covered its bases. All of them. It didn't leave anything open-ended. But it left room for more.
It did. Very well made. For 1992, it was a good piece of horror during that time.
Well casted, too. Really like Tony Todd's work.
Oh yeah, he's good. He's done some other stuff, too.
Kind of makes me wish we could see him as a good guy just once, just to see the flip of that coin, because you usually see him as a villain.
The Night of the Living Dead remake from 1990, directed by Tom Savini, he's the main guy in that one. And he's a good guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, that's Night of the Living Dead. That's where they're coming to get you, Barbara, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the guy in the house that smacks Barbara in the face and says, "Could you stop being so hysterical?"
Yeah, only in that one Barbara's a bit more...
Hysterical?
No, a bit more helpful and final girly.
Oh.
Yeah, unlike the original where she's just kind of fucking useless.
Yeah, well...
But that's the thing about remakes. They have to try to do something new or different to actually have a purpose, in my opinion.
We should watch that because I'm kind of interested in it by now.
Okay, yeah. I'll put it on the schedule.
For like 3 years from now, because that's how far out he's got it planned.
Well, there's a lot of movies to go through and only so many goddamn weeks in the year, so...
And we already have done Night of the Living Dead as a reaction video.
The original, yeah, so...
There's a ways to go till we get to remakes and whatnot.
Mm-hmm, yeah. So, any final thoughts on the Candyman?
Final thoughts was it was actually pretty good. That's one I could watch again. I thought this one was going to scare me.
One she could watch again. That's high praise from her.
It is. Because so far, the only ones that I found rewatchable have been all true crime, like Seven and Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, even with the baby that's in danger, which I know gets to you.
The baby's fine at the end of it. Because the baby is fine at the end of it, I am okay with it.
She's okay with it.
It's an infant, y'all. I feel like there are some things that should be untouchable, and I'm very happy that the child makes it in this one.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets to become a martyr.
She becomes essentially the new Candyman at the end there.
I feel like if you said Candyman 5 times in the dark in that little world that they created, he'd come back.
No, it's Helen.
How many people are going to know to say Helen? Candyman is a much more generic name. That
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
More into a
Bloody Helen, Bloody Helen.
She wasn't bloody though, she was burned.
Yeah.
Hey Precious, I know I'm late to feed you.
Yes, this
You're
dog
being
needs
a
to
very
get fed.
good girl.
So, that was Candyman. Yes.
Right, it was.
Great horror movie from 1992. First time watch from my roommate here, and she would watch it again.
I would.
Yes, she would. So, thank you for watching this with us and hearing our review. If you want to support our channel, we have a Patreon. You can give us some money. If you don't have any money to give, you can just, comment, like, subscribe on just the YouTube, and that helps us out too, and we appreciate...
Algorithms are great, especially if you have trivia.
And yes, we love your comments as well. Anything you have to say or any insights you may have, I like to read those. We like to read those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's always appreciated. So,
what we do ask though is, because I've noticed in some of the comments in the previous videos, if there are spoilers for the sequels, don't tell us.
Well, don't tell her. I kind of probably already know. Yeah,
Spoilers,
don't spoil it for her.
Kind of ruining the idea of reacting to it if you tell us that.
To anything,
even if it's generic.
anything in the future.
I'd much rather have all of it cold.
Yeah, but yeah. So any regular comments though, always appreciated.
Regular comments, trivia that pertains to the movie at hand.
Right.
Yes.
And yeah, we got new videos every Tuesday, sometimes Fridays. And thank you for watching, and we hope to see you for the next video. All right, until then.
Stay spooky.
Bye.
Thank you, Raven.